project is on Fragile X syndrome, or also known as FXS. Okay, go ahead, please. Fragile X syndrome is a disorder that causes learning disabilities. So basically, people with Fragile X syndrome don't learn to the same rate as all of us would learn. They would learn to how if they were 6 or 7, they would still be learning at a kindergarten age or kindergarten rate instead of us what we would be learning at a first grade, second grade rate. It also causes cognitive, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, impairment. I didn't search that. I searched it up, but I couldn't. Brain?
Cognitive is brain.
And then it can be found on the X chromosome. And then this is a picture of, you can tell, I'll tell you more about the symptoms, but one of the symptoms, or two of the symptoms in this is he has a larger head than usual, and his ears are larger too. So that's it, and then go back. And then this is a picture of a normal.
You're in the corner, man.
This is a picture of a normal X chromosome. So, and then this is a picture of an fragile X chromosome. You can tell because these two things are cut off. Yeah. This is ages you can be affected by it. So it's from 0 to 2. It's a really high % chance you'll be. So all the way from 0 to 40, you have a really high % chance at being affected by Fragile X syndrome. 41 to 60 plus, you have more rare, mild symptoms instead of really high chances at getting it. Okay. And then these are some of the treatments. You have behavioral therapy. Some medications, you have sedative, cognition, enhancing medications, and vitamins. Also, special tips you can see is a pediatrician, speech therapist, neurologist, and physical therapist. And there are no cures for FXS right to this date so far, just these. Yeah, and then these are some signs and symptoms. You have delayed speech, so they have a harder time learning how to talk. So what's the normal age? The normal age for talking is 3, right? 3 or 4. So they won't learn as fast as us. So they won't learn to say sentences at until 5 or 6, let's say. And they get anxiety. But they can take medications for that, but people, they're more nervous than other people, and they also have a fear of apprehensions. So they don't they don't talking that much. And so it's really hard for them to talk, and they don't mess it up. And then some physical signs, and then you can see sunken chest right here. You can see how in his chest is instead of ours is outwards, this is looks like he hasn't eaten in 5 years. Okay, so some physical signs include large ears, like I said in the first picture, large head, lazy eyes, scoliosis is I think a rare one I read about, double jointed, single line on palm, and sunken in chest like that. Yeah. This is a picture of, inheritance. So let's say, the mother is affected with it, and so you have a 50% chance, and then the father is not affected. It's perfectly fine. So it'll be a 50% chance that a boy would get it, and then a girl would get it. And then with the father, it'll be a 50% chance that the boy would not get it, and the girl would not get it.
I got it. It's on my desk.
Here's some facts about how many men get it. And so it's about 1 in 4,000 males can be affected by FXS. And then symptoms are found in about 17% of males at the age of 50 through 59, 38% chance of males at 60 through 69, 47 of males at the age of 70 through 79, and 75% at the age of 80 years old. And then women, there was nothing like really about women, since men get affected by it more. So all I found was about 1 in 6,000 to 8,000 women are born with it. Facts and other things. Fewer than 200,000 people in the U.S. get Fragile X syndrome, and usually males have more, like not milder, but like bigger symptoms than them, and females usually get minor symptoms. Is the video next? Yeah, and so this is going to be talking about the chromosome, and like if there's a protein in it that they need to make in order for you not to get affected.
Fragile X syndrome is the most common cause of intellectual disabilities that can be inherited. It is caused by a change or mutation in a specific gene on the X chromosome. This gene is called the Fragile X mental retardation 1 gene, or FMR1 gene for short. The FMR1 gene is found in every cell of the body, but the protein it makes is essential for normal brain development. In the case of Fragile X syndrome, the FMR1 gene either does not make this protein or make...
So basically it was talking about the X chromosome didn't make enough protein, so that's how people get affected by it. So FXS is a disorder that makes it harder for people who are affected, have learning disabilities. It cannot be cured, but you can go to specialists to help you with speech, or you can take medications to help you with ADHD or seizures. And then this disorder affects more females than males. Switch that.